so that you can, yes.
All right. All right, I can still share. That's good. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right, so let's see. Let's practice this one, right? So I'll ask you a question, you answer it. How far is it?
4.5 hours away.
Mhm. So try foranda.
4.5 hours away.
Yeah. Okay, good. You got it. All right, this is a good movie. Okay, this one's a pretty easy one. This is a good movie.
This is a good movie. Too bad. It's sold out.
Yeah, you got it. All right, have an awful headache. Oh, right. Everything on this one. I have an awful headache.
Take an aspirin.
Right. Take an aspirin.
Take an aspirin.
Take
An
aspirin.
aspirin.
Yeah. All right. This is brother-in. And we've already. Okay. This is my brother-in-law.
We've already met.
Mhm. We've already met.
We've already met.
So remember, you're trying to connect these, right? We've already.
We've already.
Oh, that's a hard one.
We've already met.
Mhm. Mm-mm. All right, so try this one, brother-in.
Brethren.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. All right, so that's the review from last time. So today we're going to talk about linking consonants to the same or almost the same, very close consonants, right? So I'm going to say these two sentences, right? She speaks Spanish and she speaks Spanish.
She speaks Spanish.
Right. So they sound the same though, don't they? She
Yeah.
speaks Spanish. She speaks
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right. So that's because this S kind of blends with this S.
She speaks Spanish.
Yeah,
She
she speaks Spanish.
This.
And our brains will kind of fill in that extra S because we know it belongs there, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. I'm going to read these two sentences next to each other. Turn down, turn down.
Turn down, turn down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, the D blends with the other D. Okay. Help Paul. Help all.
Help Paul.
Help Paul.
Help Paul.
Help all.
Help Paul.
Yeah, they're basically the same. All right. Well lit.
Well lit.
Well lit.
Well lit.
Same, right?
Mm-hmm. L sound.
Black cat.
Black cat.
Black cat.
Black cat.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then last one, foreign name.
Foreign name. Foreign
Foreign-
name.
Yeah,
Foreign name.
foreign name. Foreign name.
Foreign name. Name.
Mhm. So one thing we do a little bit is this, we will tend to hold this sound a little bit longer.
Mm.
So I heard myself doing it here, right? Foreign name, foreign name.
Foreign name.
Mhm.
Foreign name. Foreign name or foreign name.
Mhm. Yeah.
Which one?
So I'm going to highlight this one, all right? So foreign name,
Mhm.
foreign name.
Foreign name. Mhm.
It's a little bit, so it sounds basically the same, but there's a small difference. We tend to hold it a little bit longer. All right. Here's some word pairs. This one sounds a lot like big aim, right? Big game.
Became. Mhm.
We did that one already. Well lit.
Well lit.
Can never.
Can never.
Okay, good day.
Good day.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Good. Far right.
Far right.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Tom might.
Tom might.
That was really good. All right, book club.
Book club.
What time?
What time?
All right, so for words that end in stop sounds like big game,
Mhm.
good day, stop playing, book club, what time? So 1, 4, 7, 9, and 10. We stop the sound on the first word and we let it out on the second one. So big game.
Big game.
Right.
Big game.
Big game.
Big game.
This is the mouth here, if you couldn't tell. All right. Good day.
Good day.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Yeah, good. Book club.
Book club.
Nope, book club.
Book club. Book.
I hear you releasing that K a little bit.
Yeah, book club.
You only need to release it one time. Book club.
Book club.
Yes, you're right. What time?
What time?
Yay, you got it. All right. All right. Okay. Practice sentences. So we are gonna link up this one here. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay. So I'm gonna make these dark blue. The ones we talked about. So these end in stop sounds, or these have stop sounds. So for the ones that are, I'm gonna write that here, blue, stop. And then black is continuing sounds. Oh, all right, just so you know. Okay. Well lit. So these are the ones, so for the blue ones, you stop it on the first word and release it on the second word, right? Yeah, so the ones that continue, you hold this sound a little bit longer than you would ordinarily.
Well lit.
Well lit.
Well lit.
So it sounds a little, I could say, well, it looks like it's going to rain, right? Well, it looks like it's going to rain.
Well
right?
lit. Going to rain.
Looks like, yeah, well, it
Look-
looks like it's going to rain.
Well lit. Looks like going to rain. Okay.
Versus this room is well lit.
Well lit.
Yeah, that's right. Can never.
Can never.
Yeah. This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Ooh.
This Saturday.
So I want you to continue the same sound.
This
Saturday.
This Saturday.
Beautiful. Okay. Far right.
Far right.
Tom might.
Tom might.
Good job. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing here, right? I'm going to leave continuing sounds in black, but I'll make the linked sounds, the stopped sounds in blue. Ooh, I should have done this before I came here. I actually, sometimes my PowerPoint has trouble with when I'm putting in links into it, and so my PowerPoint crashed when I was putting in the link. So I just like, I didn't finish doing some things because I had to redo everything. All right, help Paul. That's a blue and underline. Oh, this is blue and underlined also. Okay. She's single. So happy. All right.
Yeah, today if I have I'm gonna check all the record. I don't have time to do that, but yes.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
It looks like so many of these are continuing sounds. Here we go. Here's the stop sound. Okay. All right. All right, so I've marked them all up. So the continuing sounds are black underlined and the stop sounds are blue underlined.
Okay.
All right, so we have both things are from me. Number one.
Both things are from me. Stop.
Don't forget you can say things are, right?
Things are, okay. Both things are from me.
Nice. Okay.
Stop
playing
and help Paul.
Don't forget you can connect these sounds too, right? Playing and help Paul.
Playing and.
All right, good. That's good. And then help Paul.
Help Paul.
So these sounds are connecting a Z sound to an S sound. And it sounds basically, you could still do it. It's just a matter of changing your voice, right? So she's single.
She's single.
And she's so happy.
And she's so happy.
Yeah. I'm married.
I'm married.
Then I'm so, and I'm miserable, right? So I'm married.
I'm miserable.
Yeah. I'm married and I'm miserable. Yeah. A last one. It was so nice to meet
It was
Tom.
so nice to meet Tom.
Good. All right. So we're gonna move on. Like I said, I was copying the article so I could manipulate the words, but my PowerPoint crashed, and so I just decided to leave it. So I put the link here. You can use this link if you want to read the article again and listen to the audio. It's not a complicated article, like it's an intermediate level article, but I want you to focus more on sounding clear, right? All right, okay. So this is from Voice of America English. You can get the audio here. All right. So I would like you to read. Let's start at least this part here up until the picture. Oh, wait, hold on. You can't. Are you able to see that? Did I?
No.
Derp. Okay. I was showing you
Okay.
all the things. All right. Yeah. Here's the audio. Here's the here's the text.
Okay.
So let me point out something here, right? Oh, I can, right? Texas said.
Texas said.
Let me see if there's another. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. There might not be as many of these here. Yeah, there's not as many of these same sound links. Okay, well, anyway, do your best.
Yeah, they have the article about the one that I mentioned, Michigan school shooting. Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. All right, so yeah, please go ahead and read that one out loud up until the picture.
Okay. The governor of Texas said 14 children and 1 teacher were killed in the shooting at Texas Elementary School Tuesday. The gunman was also dead. Governor Greg Abbott said the 18-year-old shooter opened fire at the Robb Elementary School in the Uvalde.
Yeah. So I don't know how to say it either.
Yeah. The town is about 136 kilometers west of San Antonio. He shot and killed horrifically incomprehensibly 14 students and killed a teacher, said the governor. The gunman was a member of the community. He entered the school with a handgun and possibly a rifle and opened fire, Abbott said. He said the shooter was likely killed by officers who answered the emergency at the school. And he added that the events were still being investigated. It was the deadliest shooting at an elementary school since the attack in Sandy Hook, Connecticut in 2012. 20 students and 6 adults were killed in the Sandy Hook shooting.
All right. I think there's a little bit more left. Yeah. All right, let's do this part.
Okay. Pete Arredondo is the
I think you might say that Pete Arredondo.
Pete Arredondo is the chief of police at the Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District. He told reporters that Texas gunmen act alone. He did not immediately say how many people, in addition to the dead, were hurt, but Arredondo said there were several injuries. Earlier, Juvet Memorial Hospital said 13 children were taken there. Another hospital reported a 66-year-old woman was in critical condition. Juvet in home about 16,000 people. The town is about 120 kilometers from the border with Mexico. Robb Elementary School, where the shooting happened, has about 600 students in the second, third, and fourth grades. The school population is 90% Hispanic. It is a working class neighborhood of small homes. The last day of school would have been this coming Thursday. Hispanic is a Mexican?
Hispanic is, it means that they're from a Spanish speaking country.
So mostly Mexican though.
Yeah.
So how Texas? I thought the border of Mexico is California. Is that Texas?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Maybe because Texas is so huge.
Oh, it's huge. Yes, absolutely. All right, let's see. Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Maybe part of the Texas.
I mean, Mexico is also pretty big, so.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I don't care about that.
So this, from California to
right. So actually the border in California is not that big. The border for Arizona is pretty big. New Mexico is not so big, and then Texas is huge. Like that's the biggest part.
Okay, and
so it's west of San Antonio. It's probably about here.
Close to that.
Yeah.
I wish actually my son had the contest in Texas, but I canceled it because that time was very big on COVID thing. That was on what's the main I cannot remember the name of the city. They have many what's the capital city of Texas?
Austin.
Austin. I'm not familiar with that, but it's yeah.
There's Austin.
Oh, where?
Maybe you were thinking of Houston.
Yeah, Houston, because where the concert happened, the deadly concert happened.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that Houston, yeah.
Yeah, so this pin here is where Uvalde is. Yeah, it's like halfway between San Antonio and Mexico.
Yeah, huge country, huge. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge state. Texas is bigger than Thailand.
Yeah, Texas is bigger than a lot of places, I think. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this part. All right, so we got one last part here.
Okay. Which one? Many police surrounded the school Tuesday afternoon. Agents with the Federal Bureau of Investigations were coming and going from the building. White House Press Secretary Catherine Jean-Pierre said President Joe Biden heard about the school shooting on Air Force One and will continue to receive updates. Biden is returning from a 5-day trip to Asia. Jean-Pierre said his prayers are with the families impacted by this awful event, and he will speak this evening when he arrives back at the White House. The shooting in Texas came less than 2 weeks after a gunman opened fire at a food store in Buffalo, New York. The shooting killed 10 Black shoppers and workers in what officials have described as a hate crime.
All right. So I noticed that as you went on, you became less and less smooth. You became more and more choppy, right? So let's see here. I'm gonna just work around on this end here. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, here's a good one. Let's try to link those up. Coming and going.
Coming and going.
Coming and going.
Coming and going.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Her name is Karine Jean-Pierre.
Karine Jean Pierre.
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 You don't need to worry that much about names. It's not that
because
important.
she's hard to pronounce, and American is mixed with many countries.
Right.
I
think her family came from Haiti. It's a French sounding name. I've seen her on the news before. So I am familiar with her name. All right. Heard about.
Heard about.
Heard about.
Heard about.
Heard about.
Heard about. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Heard about.
Heard about.
Yeah. On Air Force One.
On Air Force One.
On Air Force One.
On Air Force One. I don't know which.
On Air Force One.
On Air Force One.
Yeah.
Air Force One. Okay.
Let's see. Let's try. Also, we could do this one. One and. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Receive updates.
Receive update.
Receive update.
Received update.
Mm-hmm.
Received
so you can connect that V to the U sound, right? Receive updates.
Receive update.
Receive updates.
Receive update. Receive update.
That's a tricky one. All right. Biden is. Yeah. You sound like you're getting pretty good with that, connecting the ends. That's good. Forma. Mm-hmm. Prayers are.
Yeah.
Families impacted.
Families impacted.
Yeah.
Impacted.
Okay, we've got this awful event.
This awful event.
This awful event.
This awful event.
Awful event.
Awful event.
Yay. All right. Good. We're going to do Andy.
Andy
will speak.
Andy will speak.
Yeah. This evening. Yeah.
Oh, that's not easy. I think I need to watch this again, and then I take a book. I haven't done that,
sure.
16 classes already. I need time to review, yes, and do this.
I think so. All right, but you're doing all right. I mean, This is not easy, right? I mean, if you spent how many years speaking and separating all the words very carefully. This is just a different way to think about speaking. And it's a way that you can sound more like a native speaker.
Mhm.
All right, let's do a few more of these. Back at.
Back at.
Mhm. Yeah, that was really good. Okay. Shooting in.
Shooting in.
Yeah, you're getting it. Weeks after.
Weeks after.
Weeks after. Yeah.
Weeks after.
Mhm. You're good. Weeks after a.
Weeks after.
After a.
Weeks after.
Yeah. Fire at a.
Fire rata.
Fire at a.
Fire rata.
Fire at a.
Fire rata.
Yeah. Okay. Storing.
Storing.
Mhm. All right, so I'm gonna read this sentence out loud so you can hear what I'm doing.
Mhm.
The shooting in Texas came less than 2 weeks after a gunman opened fire at a food store in Buffalo, New York. Do you notice how I'm exaggerating it a bit, but you notice how I connected them smoothly?
The shooting in Texas came less than 2 weeks after a gunman opened fire at a food store in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. All right. Let's see this. Shoppers and workers in. Shoppers and workers in.
Shoppers and workers in.
Yeah.
Workers in.
Mhm. What officials?
What officials?
What officials?
What officials?
Mhm. Yeah.
What officials?
Described as a hate crime.
Described as a hate crime.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is helping you, like going through slowly and figuring it out is helping you a little bit. I think you should be able to do this more smoothly. So if you have time, that might be something you'd want to sit down and try yourself, right? You could try the governor of.
Governor of. Okay.
Texas said.
Yeah, I need to practice. Oh my God, I need to tell myself to be productive.
I know I'm having the worst time with that. I'm having the worst time with this today. This whole week I've been like, should I do work or should I sleep?
It's the weather.
Maybe that's
to sleep.
I stayed up late last night putting up. I'm gonna show you this. It's a short story, but it's kind of funny. I stayed up to do this. This is a story I wrote like 15 years ago, and it's very short. And like there's not a lot of time left, so I can read it out loud so you can hear. But it's kind of a funny story. Like, it was Jeremy who let the proverbial cat out of the bag. After all, he knows me well enough to realize that teaching English is not what brought me to Japan. Indeed, no one actually relocates halfway across the world just to teach English. There's always some other reason. So you can already tell this is really sarcastic. For many, it was to get drunk and learn a lot about themselves. For me, well, When John asked me what I had done in Japan for 2 years, Jeremy responded that I had studied to become a sumo wrestler. And he was not entirely wrong. This is like a satire, so just so you know. When I arrived in Japan, I threw myself into learning the art of sumo. I lived and breathed sumo. I ate and ate and ate. My teachers were kind to me, the only foreigner. They were perhaps too kind. About a year into my training, one of them pulled me aside. You know, sumo is considered a sacred sport to the Japanese, he told me. Of course, sensei, I replied. He hesitated and, smiling gently at me, said, women cannot actually participate.
Mhm.
I was heartbroken. It's a terrible feeling to have come so close only to be denied the glory of the ring. From that point forward, I vowed to put the sumo debacle behind me and focused my efforts on losing weight. I took up salsa dancing. I became an English teacher. I got drunk and learned a lot about myself. By the end of my second year there, I had lost most of my sumo weight and was ready to come home. Note that I lost most, not all of those extra pounds. I kept some as a reminder of that dream I had come some close to living. I kept some as a reminder of the dream that I had come so close to living. And that, my friends, is why my boobs are so big. It's silly. I really didn't study sumo wrestling.
Oh, okay.
It was just a response to like one too many comments about that sort of thing.
If I can find, or actually my son, he wrote his first novel. I think is about the his imagination too.
Yeah.
I'll send to you. It's just so funny.
Okay.
He just sat down, just like start writing, and it's like his first time writing. But I couldn't do it. So I wish I could, but I couldn't do it. But because he read a lot of books, right? So he started like, oh, I want to write. So he wrote something, and it's kind of like good start, I think. Yeah. Sadly, we're gonna go back to Thailand for a little while, and when I come back here, I need to really search into the town that's safe.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to live in Wilmette in Winnetka, because Winnetka is pretty good.
Well, it's good, but I'm not sure we might come back here. But all of his friends, it's just, oh my gosh. The other day we went to a party, and his friend like 2 minutes walk from school, and the house is so huge. I was like, oh my gosh, what they're, I wonder what they're, do for a living.
Right.
Their parents, the parents seem to be relaxed, have, time to do activities for their kids.
Right.
But all enough, they have all the big houses and
oh, I know,
huge.
My cousin lives on, like, I think Hamilton. I don't know. I can't remember. It's either Hamilton or Burr, and I don't remember which one it is, but in Winnetka, and she lives in a massive mansion. But she's like an incredibly successful financial planner. That's how she does it.
Oh, financial planner. She has a lot of clients.
Yeah. Including my mom. She does my mom's planning also.
Well, now we lost a lot of money on the stock market.
Oh, right. Yeah, I heard that.
My cousin came back from Thailand to work more because, she actually originally, she said she wanted to retire in 2 years, and then her stock market, her financial plan down like 30%. So she came back and she said, well, I need to work more years.
Mhm.
after
Oh
30%
man,
loss in the stock market. Yeah.
that's rough. That's rough. I think probably Thailand. I've heard that like a lot of countries in Southeast Asia are good places to retire to because
Yeah,
you
she's
can
gonna go
live pretty
retire there.
cheaply. Mhm.
She's gonna go retire there because it's so cheap
Mhm.
compared to here. But she said, well, her original plan 2 years is not gonna be 2 years because he said just only her husband working alone 2 years will
Mhm.
reach the entire retirement plans. But now she said, I don't know how much more year because her fund actually down for 30% because of the stock market.
Right.
Mm.
That's too bad.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's see if I can find this record after this class. I doubt,
Uh-huh.
but I will for sure. And then I will have time to see if I'm missing something. I will request from you because
Mhm.
I think, yeah. Anyway,
All right.
great.
Okay. So do you think this is a good time for you usually, or is that gonna, does it depend
I'll
on the
check,
week?
but 1 o'clock should be good time. Like my son comes back from school at 3, and before
Mhm.
this, actually today I haven't finished anything because when I wake up in the morning, I have to contact people from Thailand. Because it's just like almost their nighttime.
Mhm.
So before 10 o'clock, it's kind of it's
Right.
not too late to answer all the emails and
Mhm.
like the text for Thailand. After 12 is, but I need to exercise. I haven't done anything. I have, oh yes, I have to eat my lunch or something. So 1 o'clock is good time.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Yeah,
So,
it's a little bit um I'll see if I'll put you in here on my master schedule. I'll put you in this slot. I do have something coming up in this slot next month, just like a special event, but I'll let you
uh-huh.
know ahead of time. But yeah, the Tuesday while you were gone, I got a new student who I'm doing it's a I'm teaching his entire family.
Mhm.
2 hours for $130.
Oh,
So
good. Uh-huh.
yeah. So I can't say no to that, right?
Oh my gosh, why they are free at 1 o'clock?
Well, okay, the husband is the one that works, and he works from home on Tuesdays. That's why he asked to have that time. And
Mm.
also, like, his company is paying for some of this training.
Ah, that's good.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay. No problem.
And
I
his
am
wife, he has a
flexible.
wife and like a 7-month-old and a 4-year-old daughter. So
Do they go to school?
the 4-year-old goes to preschool, but they just moved here. So the wife
Where are
doesn't.
they from?
Japan.
Ah.
Yeah. So the wife and children don't really know much English. Obviously, the 7-month-old can't say anything,
Uh-huh.
but um, the 4-year-old girl is having a little trouble in preschool because she doesn't speak English. So I'm helping out a little bit.
Oh, I don't think they should be worried about 4 years old. She will
I
get it.
know that's what I think, but um, you know what? If they're willing to pay me, it's
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's it's different. It's a little different. It means
yeah.
I roll around on the floor going big crash for half an hour every week.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just I'm flexible.
Okay.
Thursday. Normally on my I borrow the cars to do the errands because
Okay.
Thursday they don't use the car in the morning.
Mhm.
So that's why last Thursday I went to the shipping company and I didn't finish. I have to go back and forth.
Okay.
Luckily that I canceled the class because I couldn't finish. And
That's all right.
so maybe Wednesday is
Mhm.
good. Okay.
All
Just
right.
like on Wednesday first. If anything come up, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. I don't know.
All right, see you.
All right.
Bye.